Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a general tarot card reading designed for anyone who has Taurus somewhere in their chart. I am Jen. I'm based in southern Scotland. Did I already say that? I've got no idea. This is being recorded on the 4th of May. If you're a Star Wars fan, May the 4th be with you. May is quite a dynamic month. Most of the planets are now moving forwards, or at least not backwards. It's a time to be where we've spent the majority of the year planning so far what we want to do and how we want to spend our next 19 years whilst Pluto's in Aquarius. Now is the time to actually be living a more authentic life, so that you can initiate these new pathways that you need to bring about the changes in the lifestyle that you want for the next 19 years. So the reading today is going to be a quick overview for May to see what you need to be focusing on. I only do gentle tarot. I'm never going to tell you anything dangerous or salacious. Think sort of slow living tarot. There's lots of, the cards are doing really odd things today, which makes me wonder as to whether you're all right, Taurus, whether you are sort of doing a bit of a bull in a china shop thing in your life at the moment. So I think I was trying to say that I'm going to do a reading to say what you need to be focusing on in May, what you can't control, what you can do about it, what's holding you back, and the potential outcome. So cards for Taurus, please. Cards for Taurus. Yeah, there's definitely something going on with you, Taurus. So you're clamming up, you're not speaking. There is a reluctance for you to get involved in something, I feel. The underlying energy that we have, Taurus, is the High Priestess. Maybe you are taking the moral high ground slightly, Taurus, and that rather than wanting to speak up, this is certainly a period of reflection for you anyway. So maybe this is a continuation of what's been going on for you for the year so far. So the card that we have first is what you need to be focusing on. Then we have what is holding you back. Next card is what you can do to sort it out. Next one is what is out with your control. And the last one is the potential outcome. So, what you need to be focusing on. The Nine of Cups. This is always an interesting card in this deck. The Nine of Cups in this deck, well, the Nine of Cups generally is supposed to be the sort of showing off how well you've done. Is this about showing off how well you've done? Potentially it is, because we've got the High Priestess here, which is about trusting your knowledge and your self-worth and your expertise. Pomegranates, which are in the background there, they are a sign of sort of luxury and success. So why aren't you celebrating your success, Taurus? Sometimes I want to say that this chap on this Nine of Cups looks a little bit fake to me. He looks as though maybe he hasn't earned these cups. Maybe he's sort of borrowed somebody else's cups and is making out that they're his. And I kind of feel, Taurus, that you are not seeing how brilliant you are or how you should be celebrating your brilliance. The card that's stopping you doing that is the Page of Cups. You feel that the culmination of cups is 10. you feel as though you're being really hard on yourself, Taurus. You're wanting this large cup, and the reason that you're not celebrating how far you've come and how happy you are and the things that you've got is because you're still wanting this last cup. And it's a really big deal for you, because this 10th cup, which would be the ultimate happiness, everything that you've always wanted in life that brings you happiness and joy, that this 10th cup has become almost an obsession with you, Taurus. And it's being blown out of proportion how much you want it, or how conscious you are that you haven't got it. And that's not great, because you need to be focusing on the fact that not only have you got 9 of cups, which is you being very clever, very happy, very joyous, and have things in your life which bring you that through your hard work. And as the High Priestess, you are a clever, intuitive person who can very easily manifest this 10th cup if this is what you want. I kind of feel as though you're relying on somebody else to bring you this 10th cup, and they're not coming. And rather than you understanding that you are the High Priestess and you can bring this 10th cup to you yourself, that you're still sat there relying on this Page of Cups, this other person, to bring this happiness to you. Now, what you can do about this is we get the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is very much like a High Priestess card. The 9 of Pentacles is the minor arcana version to me of the major arcana High Priestess. This is about recognising again, you know, you've got 2 9s here, they're both beautiful cards. This is about recognising how amazing you are, that you can turn your hand to anything, that you have all of this richness and this abundance around you. Not only do you have the 9 of Cups here, you know, you have all of these levels of happiness around you and surrounding you, but that you're not only happy from a joy and a happiness point of view, but you're also emotionally wealthy and practically wealthy. But you're still expecting that this person is going to give you, complete you, I want to say. But you have to see yourself for what you really are. Forget how this Page of Cups person might be supposed to be doing X for you. Go and do it yourself. Remember how amazing you are, because at the moment you're not. What you can't control is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is somebody who brings opportunities. I kind of feel as though the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands are the same person. He's riding a salamander here. I don't know, does anybody know how easy it is to ride a salamander? But I would expect that it's pretty difficult. I feel as though you've been hanging around here waiting for this person to bring this last bit of happiness to complete you. And they're sort of riding around on a semi-wild animal, which is actually impossible to ride. And they're actually, I think you've been expecting them for a while now, and they haven't come. And the chances are that they're going to come. Well, I think that's a decision you have to make. Whether you use your own intuition and you become the High Priestess and you bring this 10th cup about, because you are this clever, resourceful, wealthy, however you define wealth, that can be emotional wealth as well as practical wealth. Realise that you have this ability to do this yourself, Taurus. Don't rely on these other people who are supposedly, or you're expecting are, or have promised to bring about this ultimate happiness for you. The last card we have is the Four of Wands. try and forget this Knight of Wands and this Page of Cups, because the Four of Wands is a finishing line. It's you having gone, well, she's almost looking back and saying to the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups, well, I did try and wait for you, but you didn't come. So I've gone off myself and I've sorted it out. And you're running to the finish line, which is a beautiful finish line. Sometimes this is called sort of the marriage card, because it's that culmination, it's you achieving your dreams, whatever those dreams are. And I do feel as though this is you looking over your shoulder going, well, you know, I waited. I thought you were going to do this. You promised me X, Y and Z. But, you know, now I've gone and done it myself. Taurus, I hope that's made sense. If it's resonated, I would love it if you would leave me a comment in the comments boxes below. There's also a link there if you've enjoyed the reading and you'd like to support the channel, that you can buy me a coffee. And there's also a link there as well which shows you about the very in-depth pendulum readings that I do. There's a video initially, and there's also a link in the video description to let you know as to how you can get one of those carried out. So Taurus, I hope this has been of some use. Please leave me a comment and like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you again soon. Enjoy May. Bye.